Oh, it seems like the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's going to start in a quite unusual way. And you know what I mean by the fact that, the beginning of this week is going to start in an unusual way? Well, you're going to feel a little bit strange. You're going to feel a little bit weird. You're going to feel a little bit unusual. And I'm not going to lie to you, there are going to be some kind of a negative thought that are going to be on your mind. But this is so important. This is so important. Now, I'm not taking a role of this dark Lala who is telling you how nasty and negative it's going to be. No, baby, no. It is not going to be scary whatsoever. It is just so important for you to understand that the more negative thoughts you actually have right at the beginning of this week, which is only going to last like about an hour or so. So the more you have a little bit of negative thoughts and negative thinking, the more successful and the better outcome it's going to be. I repeat that this in itself is going to last only for at around an hour, right at the beginning of this week. So why is it so important to have just a little bit of negative thoughts? You know why? Because these negative thoughts, a little bit of negative thoughts, are going to bring something so important to the surface, which is going to come very deep from your own essence. And this in itself, it's like going to be so beneficial when it comes to the actual balance. So it's not only about something so important coming to the surface, but after an hour of like a little bit of a negative thoughts, that's why I say that this is going to be so important, because after an hour, at around an hour, suddenly you are going to realize something so important. You're gonna have like, oh my God, what have I been doing all this time? You're gonna have this kind of moment after an hour. And not only that, but you're going to realize also like the actual importance of making some kind of a really a quick and a fast decision. And that really quick and the fast decision, it's gonna have a miraculous impact on your life. And what this decision is gonna be all about, it's about making a quick decision. And that quick decision, trust me, it's gonna come to your lives, my gorgeous Piscelini, in so many different ways. But the bottom line is, it's all gonna be about speeding things up. But it's just gonna feel like, oh my God, like where have I been all this time? It's just gonna feel like, oh, why didn't I think of this before? Or why didn't I feel so adamant about making this quick decision before? And this is why it's important to have these negative thoughts at the beginning of this week. And this is why I said the more negative thoughts you actually have, the better outcome it's going to be, because it's pushing you towards an important exit. And once you reach that spiritual exit after an hour of negative thoughts, once you reach the spiritual exit, this is the moment in time when you're gonna realize suddenly how much do you need to make a specific decision. And that decision, it's gonna be obvious to you, because by this moment in time your eyes are going to be fully open. Not only your two eyes, baby, but your third psychic eye as well, because this is the direct result of your spiritual essence, which is gonna push you towards the right path. So this is why this is going to be so important to make this quick decision, because that quick decision is going to not only speed things up in your life, but it's also going to bring a rapid action when it comes to so many other things which are going to stem from this absolutely wonderful swift change, because you need to understand, listen to me very carefully, there is another magical thing literally attached to it. It's about this quick decision manifesting extremely quickly quickly. And you will see, no matter what this decision is going to be, in as little as 8 weeks time, after this moment in time, you are gonna have a mind-blowing opportunity. Write this down. Make a note, my gorgeous Pisces, because you are going to have a mind-blowing opportunity in as little as 8 in as little as 8 weeks time. And it's gonna be wonderful, because that amazing opportunity is gonna reflect on your happiness. It's what you wanted for such a long time, but it's also gonna make you like so much more successful when it comes to finances, when it comes to like financial things, and when it comes to like you finding yourself again on such an important path, which is gonna bring so many new things into your life. I mean, I'm talking about from the financial side of you, I'm talking about from the spiritual side of you, and I'm talking about from the side where you know, lots of people are gonna start floating and coming into your life as well. I mean, absolutely brilliant indeed. What you're also gonna realize at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Pisces, you know, you are gonna have this very unusual but really beautiful experience after this moment in time. After one day or a couple of days, you are gonna find yourself somewhere, and you're gonna have such a beautiful experience. Within this experience, you are going to discover the new side of you. You're gonna discover something that you want and something that you need, that you never realized kind of before. This was always part of you since you were born, my baby, but only now it's the time for you to face this. So this experience that you are going to have a day or a couple of days after this moment in time, you are really gonna look at something, you're gonna go through something, and then you're gonna realize, how much do you want to do this? You know, it's about an inspiration, but it's more about the enthusiasm that you're actually going to feel. And being enthusiastic about these things that we want in life is ever so important, because you know what we are enthusiastic about, it's a lot to do with our passion, and our passion is the highest form of like what we can actually do when it comes to us spending the time on this earth indeed, which is not, of course, going to last forever. So following the actual love and following the actual passion, it's really, my gorgeous Pisces, way to be. So this beautiful experience that you are going to have, I'm saying beautiful only because you're gonna realize how much you want to do something, how much you want to try something, and this in itself, it's gonna like kind of, you're not gonna be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. The more you think about it, the more possibilities you're going to realize, and the more you're gonna realize how much is this actually missing in your how much was this missing in your life. But then at the same time, this is going to bring so much trust in your life, you know, and I really like this. You know, you're going to feel like, on one hand, my God, I'm going to have a little adventure here, you know, within the next few months indeed, but you're also going to realize how much pleasure into your life this is actually going to bring. But you are going to need to learn something. You are going to need to learn something. You are going to need to plunge into something. This is something that is gonna really change your life in a really beautiful way. But I'm not gonna lie to you, you are just gonna need to like kind of, you know, it is a lot to do with some kind of preparation. It is a lot to do with some kind of a learning experience here as well. This is absolutely brilliant, because now this is really going to take over your life as in a form of like a new project that you are gonna feel so inspired about, but you're also gonna have this mind-blowing urge to create. This is so beautiful, because this will bring nothing but the actual growth into your life. This is a lot to do with the long-term success, and you actually realizing through this learning process more and more what exactly do you need to, and what exactly you are going to need to contribute. Let me tell you something. This now, for example, in exactly 10 months time, You know, in exactly 10 months time, you're already going to see the outcome of this. In exactly 10 months, something really amazing is going to happen to you. You're going to be able to do something like, oh my God, like something that I can tell you, it is a part of your dream. It is a part of like one of the biggest manifestations ever. And this is exactly what is going to happen in exactly 10 months time. But you need to understand the power of, you know, having clear boundaries. You need to understand, and now when it comes to this, you need to put your foot down. You need to have a clear boundaries, because somebody's going to try to put you off from this, you know, somebody who doesn't understand you, what you are kind of doing and what you are going through. And sometimes we can have the best people in our lives, like the best friends ever, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they completely understand what you are doing. It's nothing to do with what they are like it's whether they're good or bad or whatever, but it's just, you need to understand, if someone comes through, if someone pops in and tells you like, oh, what are you doing, like, I don't understand what you're doing, blah blah blah, then you just say, bye darling, see you later. no, you just say like, you just need to kind of set like kind of you know, clear boundaries. And you need to be as direct as you possibly can, but with yourself, because this is gonna, you know, I'm not gonna sorry, this is gonna, like, basically, I'm not going to lie to you, I was going to say again, but I remembered I said that already. You see, my mind is like playing football, basketball, volleyball, yeah, choose whatever. No, it's like basically you are going to find yourself, this is going to push you towards you reevaluating your whole life. I mean, this is going to be bigger than you can possibly imagine. This is going to push you towards you reevaluating your life, my gorgeous Pisces. So when that happens, you're going to be sitting down, oh my God, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. They're getting on my nerves. They're getting on my nerves. What am I doing here for so long? You know, you're just gonna be like that kind of like, you're gonna find yourself reevaluating so much about your life. And now when that happens, you need to be as like kind of like direct with yourself. I hope that makes sense. You need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be direct with yourself as much as you can, because the more you are honest with yourself, the closer to your dream you are going to be, and the more you're open towards this, the quicker things are going to actually happen on a larger scale, on a much bigger scale, because this is all going to lead towards you feeling the need to move on, seeking, you know, like more from life than you're experiencing, which is absolutely brilliant. And it just means that yet again, once again, you are going to find yourself on this spiritual quest, where you're going to simply be left with no option but choosing to make big life changes. And that in itself, it's of course going to reflect on the change in the actual priorities. And this is why you need to be honest with yourself. Don't do something if you are completely unhappy. You know, if something is making you so unhappy, you know what I mean? So a lot, that's why am I trying to say that a lot is going to be on your mind. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Pisces, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you know, there is somebody who is really going to inspire you. Very powerful man, very powerful male person, you know, it's going to cross your path. And I like this person. This person is ridiculously powerful. This person is very content. This person is very professional. This person is very spiritual. This person is not afraid, again, to be themselves. A lot of people, when they see this man, they think that this man is maybe like arrogant, or that this man is really weird, or that this man is really strange. But sometimes people just can read other people in a completely different way. And sometimes people, not that they're necessarily afraid of people who are not afraid to be themselves, but they can very easily misunderstand. It can be a lot of misunderstanding going on in terms of the actual energy, and this is the way to be. This is absolutely the way to be. Just to be yourself. Always be yourself. If you want to walk around with 2 brooms on your head, do you know what I mean? Just go for it. If you want to have 2 brooms on your head and you like this is some kind of a hat, then just go for it if you feel like it. Yes. Do you know, it's just crazy, you know. But anyway, so what I was going to say, this particular person, male person, you're going to come across at around the midweek, you know, and I really like it. First of all, there's something that that person is going to say, and this is going to get your attention. But then again, somehow you are going to connect to this person on a very interesting level, where you are going to realize, you know, that you have overcome some kind of a challenge already, that you thought that you are like kind of didn't even do anything about it. Somehow, from this person, you are going to be able to open your mind and to read between the lines, and you will be able to see what's behind the door that you thought were closed. So now they're going to open. Somehow, my gorgeous Pisces, you're going to realize that you have overcome some kind of a challenge that you thought you didn't know what to do at all. So this is brilliant. Somehow, subconsciously, you're going to open up, you're going to open your mind, and it's even on top of that, you're also going to be able to understand the bigger picture here. And this in itself, it's really gonna lead towards your own final independence. This is gonna lead towards your own independence, and you're gonna like this like there is no tomorrow, because you're gonna feel like you're gonna be very, very happy, because you're gonna realize something, and this is gonna be so personal to you, and you're gonna be so happy that you will want to have a celebration, to be quite honest with you, my gorgeous Pisces, and this is why, because now, my gorgeous Pisces, your luck is about to change in the best possible way. I'm not saying that you're gonna be unlucky, no baby, no, but I'm just saying that from the midweek, you know, your luck is gonna change. There is for the better. There is something that you're gonna do, and there is a quick outcome that you're also going to have. There is a certain step that you're going to make, and it's gonna surprise you how things are gonna develop and work into your favor. You're gonna think like, oh my God, I've got such a good luck. The good luck is on my side. And this is not a coincidence. You've been through so much, so now it's your time. This is happening because you're entering an important stage of your spiritual journey, and you are going to have a turning point, especially when it comes to inevitable fate, especially when it comes to like a beautiful change. And also, you know, this is all going to be completely unpredictable, and there is at around the same time the news that you are going to have about something that you completely forgot about, something that you worked on for so long. There is going to be an amazing news that you are going to have in terms of like an outcome, and you're going to be so glad that your hard work is going to pay off as well, because it's going to bring really beautiful results. And now when you become aware of this, you just have to be very smart, you have to be really clever, and you also need to think like a lot about your near future, because there is also some kind of lesson that you've learned here, and I hope that you are gonna remember to apply this lesson, you know, in the future when it comes to your future, you know, adventures, possibilities and opportunities you actually become aware of. There is something very special that you actually learned here, indeed. The last part of this week, sorry, the last part of this week, my gorgeous Pisces. Before I go on to the last part of this week, also the mid part of this week, you know, somebody is going to come to you with some kind of a problem, with some kind of issue. And this is going to be from the midweek towards the last part of the week. Someone is going to come forward with some kind of a problem, and almost as if you're going to dismiss them like they're crazy. And you're not normally like this or whatsoever, but I think it's just going to be a lot on your mind. Try to be open-minded. Try to be open-minded. It's so important, because that particular person is going to come up with some kind of problem, and it's going through something so ridiculously difficult, and that would be the last thing that that person would need. And we can all respond in this way. Sometimes it depends what's going on in our lives, you see. So this is why just try to be open-minded, you know. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, You are going to have such an amazing sign, baby. 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 Honestly, my gorgeous Pisces, you know what my readings are like. Just raise your vibration. This is going to raise your vibration. Turn it up and you will see. So now, my gorgeous Pisces, at around the end of the week, this is so important, and that's why I just got so excited. You are going to have an amazing sign, an incredible sign. This is going to be very private. This is going to be very personal, and this is going to be very significant for your life, because that sign is going to come completely out of nowhere. It's going to happen within seconds, and it's going to be obvious to you that there's some kind of a nasty, horrible, very heavy problem, a difficulty, a burden, a restriction is slowly but surely coming to an end. This is so important because that burden, restriction, that heavy problem was also causing you to have an unnecessary and extra responsibility. It was making everything to be much harder for you, much darker, and it was making you very kind of it was making it very difficult for you to focus, you know, and be happy and be optimistic on, you know, what's to come, because this was like so heavy. You were barely like kind of walking and moving on. This is so important because now you're gonna respect certain things in life you didn't respect before, and this is coming from you realizing the power of being a leader in your life, but also when it comes to the actual stability. This is bringing focus into your life, and almost immediately you will understand and you will realize that you need to kind of save money with something almost instantly. This is you're gonna realize that you need to save money with something, or you're gonna realize where you're kind of wasting your money or something like that. This is so important, my gorgeous Pisces. And also you are gonna have a significant life experience, my gorgeous Pisces, at around the end of the week. Another significant life experience which is gonna leave you with no option but to make changes. You know, this is brilliant. Again, you've got one at the beginning of this week and one at the end of this week. This is going to be mind-blowing, because you're going to realize that you're breaking free from something, and you're going to realize, you know, that how much you've actually changed. And this is brilliant. It's going to be very powerful because it's going to be rather unexpected, but then again, it's going to bring so much into your life, especially when it comes to you starting to have so many ideas. How you gonna do this? How you gonna do that? I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. Yet another butterfly moment. Your transformation, it's about to begin. Okay, my gorgeous Pisces, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.